And welcome back to WFPN, man. Y'all know how it goes around here. We talk to the movers, the shakers, and the tastemakers. And this brother sitting here with us fits that at every angle. Go ahead, tell our audience what you do and introduce yourself, man.
Man, my name Boss Rico, man. I'm from Chicago. I be rapping. I'm an artist for real. Really, that's all I do. I get to it for real.
Everybody clap it up for Boss Rico, man. We appreciate you coming through. We was looking through your notes at the very beginning, and like my boy said, I started rapping as a shorty.
As a shorty.
And just that sentence tells me where you from, what you've been up to. Talk about like the beginning, Rico, you know, because a lot of people don't make it out of where you made it from. And talk about like how you decided that I'm going to do something to make it further and, you know, to go a different way. Talk about that just a little bit, man.
It really was just like, since a shorty, bro, you feel me? Like when I was like, my mama used to tell me before you used to just be rapping Bow Wow lyrics. Can I cuss?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's not a kid's show. No,
bro. All right, so look, my mama used to tell me before you just be rapping Bow Wow lyrics and shit. My older cousins, they used to be rapping. You feel me? Like, I used to be listening to them in the studio and stuff like that. And so, like, eventually, I just started trying it. You feel me? Like, working around with the computer on little recording and stuff like that. You feel me? And then eventually, bro, I went to Atlanta and they was messing with my music.
Okay, that's when you was like,
yeah.
Okay.
I went to Atlanta. I met this one dude. He was just like, hey, I'll put you on this showcase.
Okay.
Like, okay, cool. But I was just, I got to get out of Chicago with it, though. You feel me? Like, Chicago be on some hey.
No, 100%, man. Like, one thing we always hear is that it's easier to make it somewhere else. Yeah. And I feel like that's true in your story. You felt like it would be a lot. You know, Atlanta is a mecca in hip hop. You know, it's one of those places where like if you go there and they say you rocking, you really rocking. Like they're not gonna waste their time. So is that where you got your spark at?
Yeah, most definitely a little bit. And you feel me? Like what really threw me over, one of my homies from Chicago, he was like blowing up in Chicago on some rap tip. You feel me? And then killed it.
Yeah.
It just like it made me want to go harder for real, just for real.
Man, I feel like in rap nowadays, death is just so desensitized, and like, you know, you talk to any number of artists, somewhere in their story, there's like a death that kind of keeps them motivated. Yeah. Talk about, you know, how that changed you moving forward.
Most definitely, it just like try to make me move smarter, you know, and try to make me move smarter, try to protect my people the way I can, you know, everything really just stay out the way.
Absolutely.
Most of the time.
Absolutely.
But definitely coming anytime, fam. I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy. It'd be crazy. I lost too many, fam.
Yeah.
No bad.
And at what moment did you realize you were really good at this, that it was worth pursuing?
I say like when I went on my first tour.
Okay.
Probably like
talk about it.
It was probably like 2014, 2015. And it was like I did like a Texas tour,
yeah.
Bro.
Okay.
And then I did one again in like 2016 with Ugly God and them.
Man,
yeah,
that seemed like so long ago when he was running.
He was running it, bro. And then like his way was different from mine. You feel me? Like so, it just like it was that. And then shout out my boy Mason Flynn. Mason put me on. You feel me? Mason got me right. And after that, it was just like my homies was telling me, "You got it, bro. You feel me? You got it." Even when I make music, bro, I don't like my songs, bro. Everybody be liking it. So if they like it, I feel like somebody gotta like it somewhere. You feel me?
And also, like, that Ugly God era is crazy because it's like, I feel like that's kind of like the inception of internet. Mm-hmm. Like, that's when, like, if you could be viral on the internet, you could do anything you wanted. You could rap. And so, like, people had options after that. And the fact that, like, you was in the mix and you decided, like,
even when I wasn't living out here, bro, I was coming out here for South by Southwest. Feel me? With my homies from Chicago because I was locked in with with King Louis now because my godmama, she used to be his manager and shit like that. So I used to be locked down with bro and them. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I used to come out here and fuck with them. You feel me? That's really how I got involved in like kind of like a music scene a little bit in Austin with the South by stuff and got familiar with it, you know. And been trying to lock in ever since.
Well, shit. You kind of made me think of a random question. I'm gonna ask you. Why do you think King Louis don't release so much no more? Like, why do you think? There's been a noticeable drop off in the amount of music he releases. Yeah. Why do you think that is?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. He really been out the way. He just dropped the whole time. Okay. He just dropped recently. Okay. He just dropped a little mic drop recently, but he been out the way for a minute after he had a little situation happen to him years back. You know?
Do you think it's that bad? Like, and I'm thinking about all the Chicago like giants, right? Like Dirk is going through it. One of my favorites, like, you know, a guy I used to listen to, he's not even alive anymore. FGG Duck. Like,
bro.
How does this make you? Because you kind of had that. You waved that flag, so how does that make you move, you know?
You gotta be smart, you feel me? Like Dirk, he tied to the streets for real, you feel me? Like Dirk, he got that little shit he got going on just because the person he is, you feel me? From where he come from, you feel me? Like, you could take a nigga out of Chicago, but you can't take the Chicago out of him.
It seems that way.
No bullshit, you feel me? Like, even I be trying to chill, bro, but it's just like, It happens, bro. Shit happens. So you gotta, if you get in a rack and you know you big, getting money, you got problems, you got a lot of options, shit like that, you gotta get out the way. You feel me? You gotta move smart. No doubt.
The whole time y'all were talking, my first thought was thinking about all the artists that when they become big and influential, they stay in their community or they attempt to take that money and go back and flex in that community. So I'm glad you spoke on that a little bit.
That ain't it. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I had a situation back in 2020. I was out here and I was doing my little shit. It was during COVID though. I had went back to Chicago, took my cameraman out there with me, and the first day I go out there. You feel me?
Just waiting. It's like
I put up on my homie. Yeah, I put up on my homie.
Your own community can pull you down.
Bro, I put up on my homie. He was on house arrest. He just got out of jail and shit. I pulled up on bro. You feel me? And shootout happened and some bullshit.
FaceTime.
Yeah, that shit was dry. I ain't gonna lie. And bro said never go out there with me again. You feel me? Like bad first impressions. You feel me? Like.
I want to talk about, the Skilla Baby and Splurge shows because when I look at Splurge, that's an artist that y'all kind of make the same kind of music, right?
Oh, yeah, I fuck with Splurge.
Opening for a Skilla Baby crowd is crazy because that's
wild.
not really your lane. Yeah. How did it go? Tell me how it went. Would you do it again? Talk about that experience, man.
Whole time. So what happened was I had went to a showcase that my boy Chaos was throwing or something like that. They was throwing a showcase to do like a open up for the Skillet Baby thing, right?
Okay, gotcha.
So I performed at the showcase. Okay. I didn't win.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I ain't win. But as I'm walking out, the lady that was throwing the show, she was like, "Hey, what's your name?" Ooh, I told her my name. So I fuck with your music.
It did
on bro. I fuck with your music. You feel me? I fuck with your music.
Okay.
You can come perform. All you gotta do, you can sell some tickets. I said, give them to me.
Okay.
Sold them all. You feel me?
Because the Splurge, that makes sense. Like when I listen to his music, I can see how his crowd could turn up to what you do. But the fact that you was able to not only earn the Skilla Baby slot, I think that speaks to what kind of.
And then even when the show came, it was live. You feel me? The vibe was, the energy was good. You feel me? They was rocking with my music. Chicago niggas on some Detroit shit, but then he from the Midwest too. So even though it's a different way, but we all damn near the same,
I also saw that you talked about here that you've performed with the Dirty Glove Bubba team. A lot of people don't know like how instrumental they are out here in Texas. Talk about that experience just a little bit, and if you would recommend, for future events to other artists for them as well. Yeah,
I just did that for South by Southwest with Bubba, and I ain't gonna lie, he did his thing.
He's a doc
you feel me?
He
definitely had a lot of people in there. You feel me? Made a lot of connections. You feel me? They did pop ups in there. You feel me? It was crazy because I ran into one of my homies, and then he was doing a pop up in there, but. Bubba is definitely that guy. I ain't gonna lie. Salute Bubba, and I would definitely tap in with him if I was any other artist.
I try to tell people, man, them faces that be popping up during South by, them is the hands to shake because Austin, we got a cool little group of like people that can get you on some stages and shows and on some pages. But the out of towners that come here during South by, those are the ones that are. Actually, this is a good segue. I'm gonna ask you this if you agree with this. I was talking to one of Dirty Glove's like people that he interviewed, and they said that. They feel that like Dallas kind of is taking over as the media capital of Texas. How do you feel? Do you agree with that, or do you think that maybe they just have the most blogs? How do you feel about that type of statement?
I ain't gonna lie, me being from the rack, I don't really care.
You don't care? Okay.
But then like me being, I be seeing it though. You feel me? Like Dallas definitely doing their shit. You feel me? They definitely doing their shit. They taking over for real. You want to talk about Texas rap.
And just like media,
and
like
media
how their media comes together.
Sure. They got other people trying to push their shit hard. Like, you feel me? Like I fuck with it though. I fuck with it. When I was in Dallas for the Splurge shit, bro, I actually tapped in with a lot of them. You feel me? With a lot of the artists and the little media people that was out there. Man, it was cool.
Every time I go out there or when I meet people out here that are from there, like we met some people from Real Tune this South by. When I meet them and they're literally like, oh, this one knows that one, and oh yeah, I know Bubba, and Bubba's my boy. I'm like, oh wow, like that's why their media is winning because. Their media is coming together to form.
They gonna network everybody. Yeah. No about. They gonna make sure you tapped in.
That's a powerful machine.
They definitely gonna make sure you tapped in. On the Splurge tour, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was cool too. I went to Houston. I tapped in with Trill Sammy and Dice Soho now. You feel me? Met at their little studio.
Yeah.
I did. Me and Sauce Gohan got some work in at the
is that out or
Sauce
is that coming?
Factory. It's coming. It's coming.
Is there anything coming that you want to talk about? You mentioned that you got 3 singles and videos coming. Is there anything you want to sneak peek or preview for the fans?
It's really just that Gohan shit for real right now. Okay. But other than that, just singles right now.
So like talk about the experience of meeting with, a TSF artist and getting in. Because you hear a lot of things about TSF. You hear some wild shit. Yeah. Talk about how your experience went and what people can expect from that collaboration.
They cool. I ain't gonna lie. Like Gohan from Chicago too. You feel me?
And is that where the link came from?
Most definitely. Okay. You feel me? Definitely from right. And then the link really came from Donnie Cash. Shout out Donnie Cash. You feel me? That's his artist. You feel me? He managing Gohan and shit. after the show, we just chopping it up, regular networking shit, you know, chopping it up about it, talking about Chicago, talking about what it's like out here. He talking about he love the H and shit. We just, let's go to the studio. Vibe cool, nobody on no strange shit, you feel me? Everybody chilling.
Respected that
no
lingo.
bullshit, you feel me?
That lingo.
No bad. We in that bit playing the game as much shit, getting to work, you feel me? We making music, you feel me? That shit was cool, man. Some of their producers locked in with their producers, even people that wasn't even working, you feel me? They locked in with me, you feel me? They fuck with my music and shit. They cool people, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I met Sauce and everything, you feel me? They let me take some pictures outside with the Tesla and shit, you feel me?
And I think that's a good look for you because a lot of people don't know they got ties in Chicago because Walker got family.
He be our family from Chicago. Yeah,
so like I think that's a great link for you. That's a link that makes sense. I can't wait to hear the music when the song drops. You definitely got to come back. And
it's
talk
definitely
about
coming. It's definitely coming. I'm trying to get the video done first with him.
Okay, 100%.
Yeah, we just linked those stuff about him, bro. I just seen him the other day, last weekend, bro. We just chopped it up. We gonna get it done soon.
We ready for it, man. I like shit that makes sense, and that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, Peso cool too. Peso be chopping it up.
Hey, okay. Hey, tell the people where they can find you on Instagram, man.
You can find me on Instagram at BossRico096, BOSRICO096, man, bro. My music on all platforms, BossRico, BOSRICO, man. Never care shit. I'm fucking great.
Hey, everybody clap it up for Rico, man. Hey, y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with our next guest. Yo.